made sure that our baby had everything, and I was just so proud of him and so happy and so grateful that I have a partner like him. We then started looking forward to our baby appointments. My sister would come to a few of them. My mom made sure that she was at every single one if she could be. And of course, Ethan was there every single time except one, which is when his hand broke. Me and Ethan were in tears the very first time that we saw Zara in my belly. I could not stop crying. It's like, it was just me, him, and the baby there. No offense to my mom or my sister, because they were there too, but it just felt like our first real family moment, and it was so emotional. So around this time of my first trimester, I was at the end of my junior year. As I mentioned in my first video, I didn't announce it to a lot of people until our gender reveal. That was literally like my breaking point in high school. I know it kind of seems like I'm talking so much about this or what went on in high school, but I'm gonna go more in depth about it because as I kept receiving messages from my first video, and like as people started finding out about the fact that I was bullied or things that went on, like a lot of people really didn't know. Like some people that would walk past me in the halls like had no idea. And it's just something I want to go, you know, more in detail about and just talk about. When I first posted it, there was comments under the video. There was things being posted on separate accounts, like private accounts or whatever. And people would say things about me, and it didn't really hurt at first until I started experiencing it in person. I would see like little stuff here and there, like on private accounts or like other people's pages. Like they wouldn't necessarily say it was about me, but I'm like, come on, I'm the only teen mom right now. I'm the only girl pregnant in high school right now. Like, I know you're talking about me.
Hello.
Say cheese! Hey! I remember one of the incidents. I went on the bus. I was riding the bus still at the time while Ethan was working. And I remember the times that I was riding the bus, I was already getting looked at crazy or whatever. I go on the bus and I sit all the way in the back, which I should have known was not a good idea. And my bus driver picked up another route, another bus. And there's this like these little boys, I'm gonna call them little boys, but they were sitting in front of me, and they basically were just like, I don't know why she didn't choose to get an abortion. Like, what's she gonna do? She's 17. I was like, and I'm looking at them, I'm like, you guys are in 9th grade. Like, and the people that joke me or did joke me, I'm like, how do you think that you came on the earth? Like, your parents probably had you at my age. Like, basically every time that I was walking to class, people were like, she's pregnant, isn't she pregnant? Oh my God. This girl that sat behind me was making fun of me and stuff to her friend. And one day in one of my classes, somebody like moved their desk so that I couldn't fit. So basically when some of this stuff happened, I tried to avoid everything as best as I could. I stopped riding the bus, like final, even when I didn't have a ride. I refused to ever ride the bus again. That just made me really upset to hear. I know people have their opinions, and it's kind of like, some people probably think like, oh my gosh, like just get over it. But it's like when people constantly say stuff, like it hurts, you know. Like I'm not a sensitive person unless it's somebody that I'm close to, but it actually kind of hurts like when you hear that stuff and you're carrying your baby and they already know the decision you've made and they still have yet to say that stuff. I basically try to avoid everything else that I could from then on to stop myself from getting laughed at or joked. Another thing that started happening to me, people started to seem like they didn't want to walk with me anymore. Like to my next class or outside of class, like people started to seem like they were almost embarrassed to walk with me. It's like, you want to be my friend when it's beneficial, but when we're in front of other people, you're embarrassed of me. And it's like the bigger my bump got, the more and more people started to shed away from me. And It sucked, like, honestly. So later on in the pregnancy, we celebrated plenty of holidays here and there. His 18th birthday, which was super special to my boyfriend. We had three hilarious costumes for our pregnancy. For Halloween, which we spent so long on, we had like, I had one bra strap with my bump, and then we put a little stuffed animal on his, kind of like, you know, with a bra. We had a bun in the oven. I had a cinnamon bun on my belly, and then I made an oven. And the time stopper was when she was supposed to be born. And then he had on a chef outfit. And then the other one was a bowling ball. My belly was a bowling ball, and then I made him into a giant pin. It was hilarious. Everything was kind of like up and down during our pregnancy. Um, we had a lot of fun. Everything that we did, we went to water parks, went on family trips. We did everything that we could to make this the funnest experience and the best part of our relationship. My mom, she has done everything for me since the day she found out I was pregnant all the way up until now. My mom has been a big part of my pregnancy. It's been like so emotional how much she's been there for me and Ethan. She spent like literally like months basically. She has a whole planner planned out of my baby shower. She did everything. She did the decorations. Obviously, both of our families did a big part. My mom did a lot. She did everything to make sure that we had the most perfect baby shower. We basically never had to worry about a thing. My mom like constantly was shopping for Zara at the store. She had so many clothes and so many shoes that my mom got that it's like there's so many that are unworn, and like we're giving it to our close friends and our little niece and stuff, but I'm just so grateful that we were so blessed and that my mom was so helpful in everything, even up until now. And speaking of that, she was there to experience her being born. My mom was actually there in the delivery room. It was me, her, and Ethan. Me and Ethan would keep going into the triage. We kept going in and out. And even if she knew that we weren't going to have the baby that night, she still came. It came to the point that we really thought that we were going to have her, that his grandpa came too. Like, it was crazy. Me and Ethan ended up going in one last time, and it was a time. My mom came right away. She got everything that I needed. We had our bags and everything. We already had that in his car. Things started progressing slowly. I'm gonna share a few videos and pictures. I was coloring like as I was in pain. Like I didn't even really feel it either. Like I did not think that I was in labor, but I was. My mom was there, and Ethan's grandparents came in, and then later on his mom and his sister. My mom was sleeping on the couch, and Ethan was sleeping on this little like foldable chair that they had for him while I slept on the bed. And basically things just started rolling. Everything just started happening fast. I was watching my contractions on the little paper. That's when they started asking like serious questions like, do you want to get the epidural? I was having really, really bad contractions. I ended up getting the epidural later on in the middle of the night. That helps me feel a lot better. I had chicken noodle soup and some water and like ice and everything. They started giving me the peanut ball, which is like a little peanut shaped bounce ball that you go in like different positions with your legs to get you more dilated. And I swear once I used that thing, like everything just started moving. I was like 2 centimeters, then 4, then the next thing you know, I swear she was like, you're not, like you're right there, you're 8, you're 10. She's like, oh, it's gonna happen any minute. So a nurse comes in and I start doing practice pushes. And as I was pushing, mind you, this is my first pregnancy. As I was pushing, she's like, I have a phone call and literally goes to the bathroom. Like, I kid you not, I was pushing on my own with with Ethan, and I let her have a student in there, but still she wasn't necessarily like in charge, so she still wasn't doing anything really. And I thought, like, you know, she's just gonna take a little break and go on the phone for once. The whole time I was pushing, she was on the phone the whole time. She just kept going, and she apologized and told me the reason, but me and my mom ended up filing a complaint after I gave birth. And on top of that, when I was being moved around, she was like, I like to handle my patients hard or something. And she kept pushing me, and I remember I was crying so much how bad she pushed me. Like I have epidural right now and you're pushing me. Like, she literally shoved me all the way to the other side of the bed, and I just started crying. I was like, I can't do this, Mom. I was like, she's so bad, blah, blah, blah. She's like the worst. I want her out. And my mom was like, just pray. You'll be okay. Have patience. She ends up coming in and calling the doctor, and then Zara was born. Everything was perfect. And my mom was crying, and Ethan, and the doctor was like, look, do you want to look? Do you want to see your baby come out? And Ethan and my mom watched Zara come out, and it was so emotional. I'm gonna share the video.
You're in room 4. Jalen, Ethan, and Zara. How do you feel, Jalen?
Good. Happy.
How do you feel?
Happy, excited, ready.
Do you have a message for Zara before she sings?
Yes, even though you're stubborn and you're chunky and fat, we love you and we can't wait to meet you.
Yay! There's Zara. That's her moving a lot. What do you have to say? How do you feel? I feel good. Zara! Look at her feet! She's there, Jimmy! That's her! That's her! Zara, can you say hi to me? Say hi.
It was just so emotional to have them both there. They are the most important people in my life. From then on, everybody started visiting, and it was so exciting. Everybody got to hold her and meet her, and it was so special. So that's basically all that I want to share with you guys today. I just wanted to share my part 2 of everything that went on in my pregnancy and a little bit of labor and delivery. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.